In this video, I'm going to compare a canned, ready-made mojito to one that's homemade. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. I'm Mark, and this is the Average Me channel. And in today's video, what we are going to do is compare a ready-made pour from the can mojito to something we make fresh. Now, there's a lot of different approaches we can take to this. One of those, for example, I have ordered these at restaurants when they didn't have full bars and they would make it available in a can. I didn't think it was too bad. But at that point, they would put in, our fresh mint, fresh lime. I'm not sure if that's a fair comparison. Because if you have fresh mint, you have fresh lime, why not just go all out and make yourself a mojito? So, even with the mojito, there's a lot of ways to approach this. For example, do I put in lime juice or do I muddle the lime? If I do put in lime juice, do I squeeze it fresh or do I use bar juice? I think if I'm going to go to the trouble of mixing a mojito, I'm going to use fresh lime, I'm going to use fresh mint, and what about muddle versus just putting in juice? There's a whole bunch of schools of thought to that one as well. So what I'm going to do is 50-50. I'm going to do a little of each. I am going to juice half of this and then muddle the other half. So let's find out what ingredients we need for today's comparison. Well, we of course are going to need rum. I'm using Bacardi. We're going to need a soda of some sort. I'll talk about the difference between tonic water and club soda in just a minute. We're going to need our fresh ingredients, mint and lime, and we're going to use some simple syrup. Simple syrup is 1 part sugar to 1 part water. So let's get started. We're going to start with the things that I am going to muddle. So what we're going to do is take some of these mint leaves, and you've seen me do, oh boy, does that smell good when I do that. You've seen me do that before, and that releases those oils from the mint. Now, when we muddle, I'm not going to muddle the daylights out of this. I don't want to have all tiny little pieces of mint leaf coming up my straw. So what I'm going to do is just put some of the simple syrup in, and I'm just going to muddle it enough to get a little more release. So how much simple syrup should I use? I don't know how to compare it to this cocktail, but I'm going to put in 1 ounce. Now that may seem like a lot, but you have to remember, half of this is water. So we put in 1 ounce. Then I'm just going to muddle a little bit. Now notice I'm not twisting it, I'm not grinding it. All I'm going to do is release it. And as I said, I'm going to cheat. I don't know if it's a cheat, I'm just going to do a little of each. So with our lime, I'm going to squeeze a little, and I'm going to go ahead and muddle a little bit of it. It's kind of a fun experiment, isn't it? Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is put in about 3 of those. And once again, I'm not going to do too much grinding on this. I'm just going to muddle that juice out of there. And we're going to put in a little bit of ice. And we're going to squeeze a little more. I'm not muddling it this time. Squeeze that juice in there. And I'm dropping it in. And then we are going to, oh my goodness, look at all that fresh lime juice going in there. One good lime, if you have a good fresh lime, and it does tend to be in season now here in Florida, you can usually get roughly 1 ounce of juice out of it. All right, we'll move that out of the way. Then we're going to add our Bacardi. And we're going to put in about 2 ounces, a little more than a shot. I didn't go quite 2 ounces. to pretty much top it off. Now, had I had a finer ice, I would no doubt use that. All I have are the cubes today. Now, do we use club soda or do we use tonic water? Well, this is the only bottle of club soda I had remaining in the house. It's been opened already, so if there's no fizz, I'm going to the tonic. However, I would much prefer the club soda. Tonic water has, if you look at the bottom, it says include natural quinine, I think that's pronounced. Anyhow, this quinine has, it gives it a bitter taste, and it would work, but yeah, that's gonna be good. We're looking for the Everett. So I'm gonna use the club soda, and we're gonna stir this. And I'm gonna work some of that stuff right up to the top. You get the mint leaves, and you get the lime, and you get it all really mixed well. And my goodness, isn't that a great looking mojito? Great looking cocktail. But let's say you're in a hurry, friends are coming over, and all you want to do is pour a quick mojito. Let's just pop the glass, or pop the top of the can, and we'll pour that in there. By the way, my homemade is going to get the mint sprig. And there we go. Now, is it unfair not to put fresh mint in here? Yeah, probably. But like I said, I'm doing the comparison. If you're going to buy that stuff anyway, why would you just not make mojito from scratch? So there we go. Let's give it the taste test. That is good. I'm tasting the lime. I'm getting that mint. Oh, that mint is so good. Of course, I'm getting the rum. Let's see how this one tastes. Blah. Not good. Now, I will tell you that there is a Bacardi brand version. I'm going to see if I have any lime out of this I can put in. And I couldn't find any at my liquor store. So I bought this brand, Cutwater. It's not good. It tastes like nothing. Doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to it. This tastes great. Can I fix this up? I think I can. I think I can add a little bit of lime, a little bit of mint, maybe even a little bit of simple syrup, and I could bring this back to life. But the point of this video was to see, how does it compare? Does it compare favorably? Is it even passable? Is it acceptable? The answer is no. If someone would serve me this, I would just think it's, I don't know, a gin and tonic or something. I don't have any taste to this. I don't see how that can come anywhere close to being mojito. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Here, I don't have any lime right here. I'm gonna put some of my mint in there. I'm gonna see if I can get a little more of that mint flavor. I don't know, I'll tear some of these mint leaves out and that'll release a lot more of that mint. And then I think I'll go with a little bit of simple syrup. Bear with me. I'm going to go and get some bar lime juice. Okay, here is bar lime juice, real lime. And oh my, that cap was on there tight. And I'm not even going to measure, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a splash. And with all that, we're going to see if that does anything to this cocktail. Well, it didn't hurt it, I can tell you that. It just isn't great. If you're going to make Mojito, it's such a simple cocktail. It's basically 2-to-1 rum to lime juice, if you want to look at it that way. And same with the simple syrup. So 1 part simple syrup, 1 part lime juice, 2 parts rum. Top it off with your club soda, and you have yourself a pretty acceptable Mojito. Stick with this. I've got 3 more cans. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably what I just did here. I'll probably mix it up. I don't want it to go to waste because there is rum in here. 5.9% alcohol by volume, that's not much. So I guess, here, let me try this. I hope I just didn't spoil my Mojito. Yeah, I watered it down a little bit. So, my advice, don't buy the canned beverages unless you really don't like to bartend and you just want to keep it simple. And even then, you might consider enhancing it just a little bit. So as always, please like and share the video. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking my face in the corner. And don't forget to ring that bell icon. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks again, I'm Mark, and this is the Average Me Channel.